What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a C2 Dub First Ride. Today we are going to be on the 2019 Zero SRF. The people here at WOW are like the local Zero dealer, so they got one of their brand new Zeros in, so gonna try it out. This is Zero's brand new thing. They've totally revolutionized the way they do electric motorcycles. If you guys aren't familiar, Zero motorcycles, probably I could safely say they are the biggest electric motorcycle brand. So today we're going to do a first ride on a completely silent, no gasoline powered Zero motorcycle.
So guys, this first art episode is brought to you by the guys over at Ridge Wallets. They're the guys that make these really slick looking wallets. If you guys are like me, you've had the same wallet for what seems like forever now. So when the guys over at Ridge reached out and wanted to sponsor a video, I was really excited. These wallets are RFID blocking, slim, and come with a lifetime guarantee. If you guys are in the market for a new wallet, and I love mine so far, you can get 10% off and free worldwide shipping if you go to ridgewallet.com/chase and use the code CHASE. Thanks Ridge for sponsoring the video. If you guys want to support a company that's supporting me to make better first rides for you guys, make sure to go check out Ridge in that link in the description and get yourself 10% off with that code CHASE.
What's going on, guys? It is time for the sound check for the 2019 Zero SRF. I have my lovely assistant slash wife here with me today. Babe, if you don't mind coming in here and revving this bike up. As many of you know, it's an electric motorcycle, so there is no revving up. The bike is on and ready to go. Babe, thank you so much. Okay, she says you're welcome. We're gonna go ride the electric bike that makes no noise now. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the sponsors are done. The cinematics are over. The sound check is done. And let's get this first ride started. So, you guys can tell the bike's a more naked style bike. You know, we got no fairings up front. I've got a really bent knees. I'm 5'10", don't know my inseam, don't ask. Very bent legs. If I stand up, though, I kind of stand into the bike, so you can't really stand up on it, but you're pretty low down. We're in sport mode and sport traction. Got a mode button here that doesn't do anything. Do I hold it in? You do hold it in, okay. Well, let's start out in rain. That'll be fine. As you can see, this is the amount we have left. So I imagine we have 49 miles of range left. The kill switch is on. The helmet is strapped, and I think if you get a green light, you can go. Oh, there we go. It's so weird. It's silent. I don't know if I like it. All right, guys. So with a twist of the throttle, when the light is green, we are going. We got 49 miles of range, which is plenty for this route over on this side of town. I've only done one first ride before of a Zero, and it was of their Supermoto model, and the thing only had like 100 miles of range, maybe. I want to say it was less than that. It was not a lot of range. It was a little worrisome. I'm hoping now that I'm on a bigger Zero that they've revolutionized, I should be able to, you know, actually enjoy it. I enjoyed the ride, but it, you know, with that kind of range, you just get a lot of anxiety about it. Also, is that happenstance that it's 62 miles here and 62 miles there? Like, I don't know what all that means, man. These all the numbers on this screen are a little, there's a lot of numbers going on. and 2 of them are 62 miles, so I'm not really sure what that means. All right, even in raid mode, we should have a lot of traction control, but we also should we should also still have a lot of power, though. All right, let's get in the middle lane. Actually, we can go ahead and go. All right, full throttle, raid mode. Oh, that's controllable as hell. What? I mean, that's quick. It's quick, but I don't know about raid mode. So if you guys don't know anything about electric bikes, their big thing is that it's instant torque. You don't have to wait for the revs to get in the rev range. There are no revs. I mean, there's a rotation of the tire. All right, hold on. We're changing this into what rain mode was insanely controllable. Street mode. That's what I want. Like this, we're on the street. We're in the mode for where we actually are. Because rain mode, like, I expected this thing to throw me on my butt. Like, supposedly this thing has more torque and more horsepower than like an H2 or something like that. Oh, a big motorcycle. We'll follow a normal bike so you guys can hear something. And here, let's put it in sport mode. Because hypothetically that's faster, right? I think that guy's on a Busa. Hold on. Oh, I want us to get a red light. No! No, I could have smoked you. Sad. Oh, I am let down. Oh my god. Okay, so just putting it in sport mode and throttling up to that guy. Oh my god, dude. I know for a fact, off the line, this thing would smoke a Busa. It would smoke everything because there's instant torque. It is quiet though. It's so quiet. It's deceptively quiet. I gotta be honest, guys. I got really excited just then, and then he turned. So, like, what now? All right, so we're in sport mode now because street mode was just not enough when we got boosters on these streets. Let's throttle up a little bit. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, guys. Electric bikes, you have to ride them. Even if you don't want one, just ride one. Just so you can feel what going 40, everything's silent, and then... Oh my gosh, wow. This thing leans over really well. I wonder where the center of gravity is, because, like, I know this bike supposedly weighs like 500 pounds or something. It's heavy. It's a heavy motorcycle, but it flicks over easy. Like, super easy street. I'm trying to figure out how to change just the actual traction control. What's really cool about this bike also is it has a Bluetooth app, so you can track all your stuff from your app. You could plug your bike in if you wanted to charge to a certain amount. I think you can do like all types of crazy stuff like that. And the thing that I won't be testing in this first ride is supposedly you're able to completely turn traction control off on this motorcycle, which actually unlocks even more horsepower and torque than it already has. Oh my god, that's so awesome. You have to throttle this bike up to really feel it. But if you get on the app, or I'm sure you can do it in here, you can turn traction control off and you massively increase the amount of horsepower the actual bike has. So technically the sport mode and sport traction is not the craziest mode. It's got to be because of where the batteries are. Like, that's where all the weight of the bike is. It has to be so low. You can see the batteries on the side of the bike, the little battery box. That lower center of gravity has to be putting this bike, like, the center of gravity low, so that like turning it side to side is effortless. Oh my god, it's dumb powerful. It's more power than anybody could ever handle on a bike, but in the same note, it's controllable. Jesus. And with that ease ability of turning the bike, leaning the bike over, god, it kind of makes you want to weave through traffic, which is not a good idea. Dude, even going nowhere, like, we're going barely 30, and this bike can still just fall over. All right, here's a big turn we get to take on this route in Marietta, Georgia. Man, this feels good. All right, we ain't about to kill ourselves here now. Now, I will say the body position, with it being more of a, oh my God, my butt. All right, my literal crack is showing, y'all. Holy shit, I got out of that turn and I just like goosed it. You can't even tell unless you look at the freaking like speed, but my butt started sliding back in the seat, and yeah, I can feel the passenger seat kind of like sits up. my ass crack was hanging all the way out, but it was touching that back seat. Not my ass crack, but like I was touching the back seat. That's the only thing that stopped me from like being pulled back. I did notice the pull started to lessen. I think we were going at about 90, and that crazy pull did start to slow down a little bit. I gotta say, this body position is kind of making me feel weird. Part of it makes me want to just be chill. You know, I'm kind of upright, my arms are comfortable, but I am leaned over a bit more. So that, you know, the more leaned over you are, the more like, you know, quote unquote aggressive the body position is. So I'm upright and slightly leaned over, so I'm like, am I ready to go to the mountains, or do I want to just chill around town, you know? This bike is super comfortable for my 5'10" frame. Leg fits in really well. It's a really comfortable bike. Seat feels kind of cushy. I like the position I'm in. I hate these things. They would be the first thing to go off if I had a motorcycle like this. Oh, just give me an open then. Give me an open. We're gonna get over just casually. All right, cool. We're chilling with cars. We're looking at everybody, and then God almighty, son. You know what's hard to translate? Typically, when we're doing the first ride, you guys can hear the bike revving up and stuff like that. So y'all get to kind of feel with me like, oh, we're flying. But with this bike, all you barely hear is like, that's all you hear. The weirdest thing to deal with motorcycles that are electric, no gear shifter, no clutch. You come into a turn or into where you want to slow down, and you just got brakes. You know, you got rear and front brake. It's just weird to have no controls on this side for you, because you'll keep finding yourself like doing this. You'll be looking for that clutch, and it's nowhere to be found. So the last couple times I've come to a stop, the braking feels really strong, but I think I don't think that's all just the brakes. So this bike has regenerative, I don't know, I'm stupid. Braking, when you brake this motorcycle, it actually starts regenerating energy for the bike. So normal day-to-day, you're probably not going to see a lot, but like, think if you were at the top of a mountain, right? You just charged all the way up, your battery is smoked, but you're at the top of the mountain, you come down, you're going to be using the brakes a lot. Your bike will actually regen energy. Oh my God, it just wants to go. I would actually be curious how much energy this thing could get, like how much it would take to get to the top of Blood Mountain, and then how much energy I could get from braking on the way down. That'd be a really cool thing to check out. This thing is so deceptive. So it's quiet, so you don't think you're going fast, and then it's heavy at the bottom, I guess, and leans in really well, and you don't think you're turning like as quick as you are. Look at that, we're going 100. When did that happen? Yeah, so this is a good point. Acceleration under 90 is nuts, but when we're up in like 80, all right, let's get to 80, and then okay, so it still throws you back, but like, wow, that's still pulling. That's still pulling. Holy shit. I did not expect to be pulling past 110. My God. The pull is not as hard in the engine braking. When I say engine braking, just know that that means regenerative braking. The braking is stronger at higher speeds. I can feel the bike slowing me down now. But even at 90, like, it pulls me back. It probably pulls me back 50% of what it was on the city streets. That's nuts. All right, now we got my favorite, cruise control. Let's get it on. All right, hold on. This is stupid. How do you turn cruise control on? Let me use you. There we go. Okay, and now hit it again. And now we got cruise control. I will point out to you guys every single time I do a first ride with cruise control because I think it's glorious. The fact that I can do this is awesome. All right. So, highway, the wind's really not bad, to be honest. We're gonna get cruise control off. The wind's not as bad. We got a naked bike situation, but I'm okay with the wind, honestly. I've had bikes with way worse wind than that. God, woohoo! Yeah, brakes are solid. I wonder if when I pull the brakes in, the engine knows to regenerate more, because I feel like there's a slight, like, I can almost feel when like serious braking starts, and I wonder if it's doing something like that. That'd be smart. Dude, this bike just, it leans in so easy. It makes you want to lean the thing over. I don't know what the ground clearance would be. Like if you're up in the mountains, you might scrape a little, but it feels really fun leaning it over. The only unspoken thing, man, about electric bikes is that electricity. It's the range. So when you buy a bike like this, you get the you get a house plug that'll take like hours. I'll put some stats on the screen. If you gotta charge this bike fully, it'll take this long from a house plug, but it does have this little guy. You can plug that into any of the normal electric car chargers. You can charge the whole bike in that amount of time, but still you're gonna be waiting at an electric charger for that long. You know, it's something a lot of people aren't used to. Now, if you plan your route around stuff like that, you know, if you ride the distance that you can go, then you stop at the electric charge, grab some lunch, or, you know, if you plan your day around it, I don't think it would be that big of a deal with a battery pack this size. But if you're only using it for house charging, or if you're touring or something like that, you know, you're gonna have to add so much more planning into your adventure that you don't really want to do. You know, motorcycles are nice to just jump on and go out for a ride, or go on some big adventure. You don't want to have to worry about, well, I need to go this way so that I can charge my bike so I'm not stranded on the side of the road. You know what I mean? And I feel like, at least here in America, or maybe just Georgia, we've got a decent amount of charge ports, but up in North Georgia where I would want to go ride a lot, I think there's like 2, you know, in that entire area. And I would just worry that like they would be being used when I got there, and I don't know, man. I would want to live with a Zero. I wouldn't want to buy one, but I would want to live with a Zero for like 6 months, try to take it to the mountains and try to live with it to know how it is. But you know, right now I feel like I'm kind of where you guys are. I love electric technology, and I want to embrace electric technology so much. I want a Tesla. Like, I'm here for it. I don't trust that truck. But I just can't get on board until that infrastructure is built out with the electric charge stations. You know, that's kind of what I'm needing right now to really get behind this technology, because I'm there mentally and like everything, dude. I'm here. I'm here for it. I would sell all my gas bikes for an electric bike if it wasn't for the range worry and stuff like that. One last thing before we get off this bike that's really neat is, oh, you're riding the bike around? You want to carry some stuff? Boom. You got a baby pouch with USB ports. It's cool stuff, man. Zero S, by the way, Zero, terrible name. SRF, like what is that? Oh man. Okay, there you go. 2019 Zero SRF. It is belt drive. Literal, like minimal maintenance on something like this. You're looking at tires, you know, and a belt. I think I talked to Brian, my buddy that does Wreck Bike Rebo with me. He said belts you change out like 50,000 miles, so like barely ever. It's a phenomenal motorcycle. Zero did a really good job with this bike. I have no issues with this bike. I love it. I love the way it looks. I love everything about it other than the worry about range. and like what I do when I fill up, because I want to go to the mountains with it. Alright guys, and with that, I am going to call this first ride over. Shout out to the guys over at WOW for allowing me to ride their Zero SRF motorcycle. If you guys enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy all my other first rides. I'll put a link in the description and on the screen right now. I'm Chaseontwowheels. Subscribe to the channel if you like motorcycle content. And I'll see you guys on the next one, where, well, it'll probably have gasoline, but at least it'll make a lot of cool noises. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.